All right, what's going on? So, I made $7,500 today on a continuation short on the NASDAQ. Let's get into it. Pre market. So, it is November 3rd. I sent to the Discord before the market opened. I said, listen, I'm bullish until proven wrong. We're making huge moves to the upside. Let's go in replay mode and just show you what I saw. So, I'm not even going to focus on gold today. I had a great setup on gold. I don't even know what that is. I had a great setup on gold. That ended up getting fucking. It didn't fill me because my broker is a piece of fucking dog shit garbage. So I'm not even gonna get into it right now, but I'm upset. So we had SMT at lows on the 4 hour. We had taken out this high, but we had this high above as well that I wanted to see us punch up to. On the hourly chart, we were we had this hourly gap below that I wanted to see a long off of, right? So we have some definite targets, but as you can see going into open, we were nowhere near the hourly gap, so I marked out the hourly gap, I marked out this 15-minute intermediate, etc., etc. So, what did we do off open? That's a great question. I wanted to see us hit this swing high and maybe previous day high. What do? We hit the swing high, but not the previous day high, as you can see. If we go over to previous day high on both assets, neither of them got hit, so I was kind of expecting us to go up, make another move, and hit it. What do? We continued to trend down. Now, what I also knew was that, of course, I don't have Forex Factory yet, but we had 10 a.m. news, which is so fire for a Monday, right? So we make this huge move. Well, and when we make this move, we open up this 5-minute fair value gap. So, as I said, I wanted to see this hourly unfilled get tapped. So immediately, as soon as we opened up this 5, first thing that came to my mind was I was probably in the gold play at this point, which also hit, but whatever. So what immediately came to my mind was continuation shorts, right? But then we sweep this 15-minute and we tap off the hourly. So immediately I'm like, bro, are we dead ass? Pretty sure I was still in my gold position at this point, or maybe like I was dealing with me getting fucked over. Let's actually see if this 3-minute would have worked out after. There's no real internal sweep. There's the internal sweep. So oh my god, imagine you took this, you probably got fucked, I'm not gonna lie. That's like a good ass trade too. Okay, so now I come back, wow, I'd be heated. Alright, anyway. So I wasn't on for any of this. Actually you do have this small ass 2-minute, so never mind, but very, very small. So immediately, we make a move back up and I still have that 5-minute marked out. But what did we also do? I'm all over the place right now. What did we also do? We when on that move down, we made another 5-minute fair value gap. So immediately I'm like, all right, bet. Let's see if we can get something off this 5-minute. So as you can see, we tap and immediately we react off of it. Oh, fuck. So I'm like, shit. Okay, fantastic tap. Let's hope we have an SMT at the highs. What do we have? An SMT at the highs. As you can see, this high did not get taken out on NQ, but over here on ES, it obviously did. So that would be an SMT divergence. And an SMT inside of a fair value gap is basically the equivalent to getting home from a long day of work and your girl is in your favorite pair of lingerie. That's what I would equivalent it to. So we had this 2-minute gap, and I was like, bet, this is fucking beautiful. But we also had this upper 1-minute gap get inversed. And you know me, I like to wait. Holy shit. I think I just almost died. So I like to wait for the highest time frame gap possible. Also, immediately I'm thinking targets. We already hit this 15-minute. So I'm just like, we'll just take it to this next 15-minute from London, because we might get a reaction off of it. So 2-minute wise, we get the shittiest no close ever. And immediately off this 2-minute close, I said, listen, we closed well on the 1-minute. All right, we closed really well on the 1-minute. And we have crazy momentum, this death candle. So I did something that I don't normally do, but I was just so convinced we were going to continue lower to at least this 15. This is an internal low, a swing low. So I'm like, I'll go break even here right before TP, just in case I get fucked over. And I said, listen, we had the S&T, we have a continuation short. This is an A+ model. We swept out this high. We're getting an immediate V-shaped reaction. We have, like, look how beautiful this 1 minute is. If you really wanted, you could have taken it 1 minute and then, like, went break even at the midpoint of the 2 if you wanted, but I didn't. I wanted to wait. Once we got this shitty ass close on the 2 minute, I said, fuck it. We'll see how the momentum is. The momentum off the 2 minute on the next candle was so beautiful, I just decided to enter in, and we hit both my TPs in one candle. So very, very close. I literally bottom ticked this, by the way. But then, you know, it would have been a break even, and then it comes down and it continues. So I was correct about us continuing short, and of course the external draw would be London low, which we get right there. So I also saw people getting, you know, trying to take trades off London, which is not great because you open up this 5 minute, right? There's no internal sweep here. The only thing is it's a London low, but there's no internal sweep, so you could easily get manipulated, but you could put your stop like below the fair value gap 1-to-1 or maybe even go for good RR. But I mean, at this point you're trading at 1040. It's not too late, but I mean, yeah, welcome to NQ. Shitty ass momentum. So you could have taken that 5 minute stop close below or stop below the fucking low, but then that's kind of insane. Go break even at this high and then just 1-to-1 it. What would that be? 75 points, I think it was. Yeah. Which probably would hit. Let's see. Yep, so it hits at the beginning of PM. So if you want to be in a trade for fucking 3 hours, be my guest. That's not my move. But yeah. So yeah, don't know why I deleted that. But yeah, that was a possible another trade you could have taken. I wouldn't have taken it because there's no internal, and I also just took this fucking W short. But, I mean, it was pretty obvious that we were going to draw to the 15, which is exactly why we got this huge reaction off of it. So it's all about being conservative. I like my 1-to-1s, as you guys know. I like to go, 1-to-1 at the, I think my stop is above here. 1-to-1 at, the nearest draws, and unfilled gaps are almost always going to get hit, because look what an unfilled gap makes. It makes a swing low. Let me just make sure my mic is working, by the way. Okay, cool. So it always makes a swing low, so we're probably going to go to that swing low. So immediately, you go on my trade checklist, right? Sweep of significant liquidity pool and or rejection. We're immediately rejecting off the 5 minute. Highest time frame inverse. I wanted the 2 minute. We couldn't get the close, so I chased on my entry, which is, not the best, but we had the 1 minute with great conviction, so I chased on the entry on the 2 as soon as we got some momentum under the gap. Unfilled 15 minute was the target. There were no equal highs. Must be an unfilled fair value gap. That's what we targeted. And internal liquidity must be swept. We swept in mid and SMT. This is an A+ continuation short, without a doubt. The only problem with it was the close on the 2 minute, but the target was clear. It was the 15. Great break-even spot at this internal low right before the 15 minute, SMT 5 minute. This is just a beautiful continuation short. We got the great reaction, and we continued lower and lower. So I feel bad if you got stopped out on the hourly gap tap, which was, I think... you could have taken this small-ass 2 minute. Let's see if my indicator calls it a fair value gap or not. It should. Yep, it does. It's a very small one. So, you could have potentially taken this 2 minute long to the unfilled 5. It's not a bad trade, actually. It's actually a money trade. Let's see. So you could have taken this to the unfilled 5, 1-to-1 stop. See if this hits. Yep, so honestly, you could have fucking won off that, too. Holy shit. Okay, so that would be an hourly gap 2 minutes. So there were plenty of opportunities to win today. But that was money. Literally setup to setup, funny enough. And yeah, so that was my trade. If you go into my pre-market analysis, I was bullish until proven wrong. But we just sold off so aggressively that, immediately we swept out this low. I'm surprised we didn't take out previous day high, but we were just so aggressive. Good reaction off the hourly gap and shit, but with this 5 minute getting wicked, wanted to see us continue lower, and we did to the unfilled 15, just following all the rules of my model. Absolutely beautiful, and that was the trade. So yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later.